Hello, everyone. I am Joseph. Welcome to Joseph's Easy English.
If you are new here, please click that subscribe button and like this video.
We help you practice real everyday English.
Please, if you like learning with us, click that subscribe button and give this video a like. It helps us so much.
Yes, thank you. Today, we are going to explore a very special method. It's called the lazy way.
The lazy way? That sounds perfect for me, Joseph. Does that mean I can sleep and learn?
Well, not exactly sleeping, but it is about making English a natural part of your life without the stress. We have hidden 30 key words inside today's story.
And don't forget, we have those amazing 3D technology mind maps coming up later to help you visualize everything.
Plus, a very catchy song at the end, so stay tuned. Let's dive into the story of Bob and Elena.
Hey, Bob. Wow, look at all those books. Are you trying to read the whole library today?
Oh, hi, Elena. I'm really trying, but it's just so hard. I've been sitting here for 3 hours trying to remember these grammar rules. My head hurts. I want to learn to speak English well, but I feel like I'm going nowhere.
3 hours? Bob, that sounds exhausting. You look like you need a break. Why are you doing it this way?
What do you mean in this way? This is how you study, right? You sit down, you open a book, you memorize the words, and you repeat until you're tired. It's not easy, Elena. It's actually very difficult.
Bob, my friend, you are working too hard. Have you ever heard of the lazy way?
The lazy way? No, is that a real thing? It sounds like a joke. How can you be lazy and still learn? That doesn't make any sense to me. Usually, if you want to be good at something, you have to work very, very hard. You have to go fast and never stop.
Let me explain. When I say lazy, I don't mean doing nothing. I mean making it so simple that it doesn't feel like work. It's about building a habit, a daily habit that you actually enjoy.
A habit? Like brushing my teeth?
Exactly. Do you cry when you brush your teeth? Do you find it hard?
No, of course not. I just do it. I don't even think about it.
That's the point. You need to make English like brushing your teeth. Tell me, what did you do this morning?
Well, I woke up at 6 a.m. I felt very tired. I drank some coffee, black coffee, no sugar. And then I immediately started reading this grammar book about the past perfect tense. It was so boring, I almost fell back asleep.
See, that's the problem. You are making English a chore. You're treating it like a monster you have to fight. In the lazy way, we don't fight the monster. We make the monster our friend.
Make the monster my friend? How do I do that?
Instead of opening a boring book first thing in the morning, why don't you just listen?
Listen to what?
Anything. Turn on the radio in English, or find a YouTube video that you actually like. It doesn't even have to be about English. If you like cooking, watch a cooking video. If you like cars, watch a video about cars.
But Elena, if I just watch a video, I might not understand every word. If I don't understand, how am I learning? I feel like I'm wasting time.
That's a very common fear, Bob. But let me tell you a secret. Your brain is a sponge. Even if you don't understand every single word at first, your brain is hearing the sounds, the rhythm, and the music of the language. It's like when you hear a new music track on the radio. The first time, you don't know the lyrics, but after the 10th time, you start humming along.
I suppose that's true. I do know the lyrics to many songs I never actually studied.
Precisely. You learned them the lazy way. You listened while you were doing other things. You didn't sit in a dark room with a dictionary. You were probably driving or cleaning or just having a relax session.
So you're saying I should just play English in the background while I'm doing other things?
Yes, while you make your coffee, while you walk to the bus stop, while you are at the beach, just let the English flow into your ears. This is what we call immersion. It's a simple help for your brain.
But what about speaking? I want to be able to talk to people. I don't just want to be a listener. I want to have a conversation like we're having right now.
I'm getting to that. But you can't pour water out of an empty cup, Bob. First, you have to fill the cup. By listening, you are filling your cup with English. Soon, the water will start to spill over. That spilling is when you start to speak.
I like that metaphor, filling the cup. It sounds much better than hitting my head against a grammar book.
Much better. And when you do start to speak, keep it slow. You don't have to be fast. Many students think they need to speak like a machine gun, but actually, speaking slow and clear is much more beautiful. It makes the other person feel happy because they can understand you.
You make it sound so simple, but I've always been told that I need to study for hours and hours.
Forget what you were told. Let's try an experiment. Right now, put that big book away. Just close it.
Okay, it's closed.
How do you feel?
Honestly, I feel a little bit better. My shoulders feel less heavy.
Good. Now, instead of memorizing a list of 100 words, I want you to tell me a story, a very short story about something you did yesterday. Use only simple English.
Yesterday? Let me see. Yesterday, I went for a walk. I went to the park. The sun was very bright. I saw a friend. We talked. We were happy.
Perfect. That was amazing, Bob. You used great words, you communicated a clear idea, and you didn't need a grammar book to do it. You just told a story.
Really? You think that was okay? It felt too easy.
It felt easy because it is easy. You are overcomplicating it. You are just sharing your life. That is what language is for. It's not for passing tests. It's for sharing your dream and your day.
I think I see what you mean. The lazy way isn't about being a lazy person. It's about being lazy with the stress, but active with the listening.
Spot on. You're a natural. Now, let's talk about how to make this a daily thing without it feeling like a burden.
Okay, Elena, I'm listening. I'm really listening. You said I should make English a habit, like a daily thing. And you said I should start in the morning, but let's be honest. In the morning, I'm like a zombie. My brain doesn't want to learn anything. It just wants to sleep. How do I actually start?
Bob, that's exactly why it's called the lazy way. You don't need a working brain to start. When you wake up, what is the first thing you do? Don't tell me you grab a grammar book in bed.
No. Usually I just lie there for 10 minutes, thinking about how much I don't want to get up. Then I check my phone. I scroll through social media, look at some photos, the usual stuff.
Perfect. That is the perfect time. Instead of scrolling through photos of people's dinner, why not find a short English video? Something funny, a cat video with English captions, or a 2-minute story about a traveler. You are already on your phone. It's so simple. You don't even have to sit up.
So I stay in bed, I watch a video, and that's it? That's my study for the morning?
Well, it's not study, it's exposure. You are waking up your ears. Think of it like a warm-up. You wouldn't run a marathon the moment you open your eyes, right? You need to move slow at first.
Okay, I can do that. I like the idea of staying in bed. That is definitely the lazy part. But then what? I have to go to work. I have a long commute. I spend 40 minutes on the train every single day. Usually, I just stare out the window and feel bored.
40 minutes, Bob. That is a gold mine. 40 minutes of lazy way time.
But the train is noisy. People are talking, the doors are opening and closing. It's not a good place to study.
Exactly. It's not a good place to study, but it is a great place to listen. Put on your headphones, turn on the radio, an English one, or a podcast, or better yet, listen to some music.
Music? You think music helps? I thought music was just for fun.
Fun is the best way to learn, Bob. When you like the music, you want to hear it again and again. And when you hear it again, you start to recognize the words. Oh, he said happy. Oh, she said dream. Your brain feels happy because it solved a little puzzle.
I guess I never thought about it like that. I always thought I had to understand 100% of everything immediately. If I didn't understand, I felt like a failure.
Oh, Bob, that is the biggest mistake. Even native speakers don't understand 100% of everything all the time. Have you ever listened to a song in your own language and misunderstood the lyrics?
Actually, yes, many times.
See? So why do you expect yourself to be perfect in English? Give yourself permission to be lazy about the details. If you understand 20%, that's a win. Tomorrow, you might understand 21%. It's a slow process, but it's a steady one.
Okay. I'm starting to feel less stressed. So I watch a video in bed, I listen to the radio or some music on the train, and then I'm at work. I can't exactly talk English at work. My boss would think I'm crazy.
You don't have to talk out loud to practice speaking.
What do you mean? How can I speak without speaking? That sounds like a magic trick.
It's called inner dialogue. In your head, just describe what you are doing. Use very simple words. For example, when you are making your coffee at the office, say in your head, I am making coffee. The coffee is hot. I like coffee.
That sounds so silly. I am making coffee. The coffee is hot. I feel like a 5-year-old.
But that 5-year-old is learning. By doing that, you are connecting the English word to the real action. You aren't translating from your language to English. You are just living in English. It's a simple habit, but it's very powerful.
Living in English. I like that. It's better than suffering in English.
Exactly. And what about your lunch break? Do you sit with your friend?
Sometimes, but usually I just sit by myself and eat a sandwich.
Then that's another time. 10 minutes of a storybook. Not a grammar book, Bob. A storybook. Something for children or beginners. A story with a happy ending.
A children's book? Isn't that a bit embarrassing for a grown man?
Why? Is it embarrassing to learn? Children's books use the most important words. They use the words we use every daily life. If you can understand a children's story, you can understand a lot of real conversations.
I suppose you're right. I do struggle with the basic words sometimes. I know big, fancy academic words, but I forget how to say the sun is shining or I'm happy to see you.
That's because you were studying for a test, not for life. The lazy way is about studying for life. Let's look at your evening. You come home, you're tired. What do you usually do?
I usually just sit on the sofa and relax. I might turn on the TV.
Perfect. Relax and watch, but change the settings. Put on the English subtitles, or if you are feeling brave, turn off the subtitles and just try to feel the emotion of the actors.
But Elena, what if I get lost? What if I don't know what's happening in the story?
Then you use the context clue method. Look at their faces. Are they crying? Then they are sad. Are they laughing? Then they are happy. You don't need every word to understand the story. Your brain will fill in the gaps. It's like a dream. In a dream, things don't always make sense, but you still know what's happening.
You make it sound like I don't have to try so hard. It's more about letting English happen to me.
Yes, let it happen. Don't fight it. Don't run too fast. If you try to run too fast, you will get tired and quit. If you walk slow, you can walk for a long time. You can walk all the way to the beach.
The beach? I wish I was at the beach right now.
Imagine you are. Imagine you are sitting on the sand, the sun is warm on your face, and you are having a long talk with a friend in English. No stress, just English and the sound of the ocean. That is the dream, right?
Yeah, that is definitely the dream.
Well, that dream starts with a simple habit. It starts with one video, one music track, and one easy choice to not be so hard on yourself.
I think I'm going to put these in my bag. I don't think I need them today.
Good. Let's just talk. Tell me, what is your favorite music?
Oh, I love old rock and roll.
See? There's your homework. Go home, find an old rock song, and listen to the lyrics. Don't study them, just listen.
I can do that. I can definitely do that. Thanks, Elena. You've really given me some help. I feel much more happy about this now.
I'm glad, Bob. English shouldn't be a prison. It should be a door, and you just found the key.
The lazy key?
Exactly, the lazy key. Now let's finish our coffee and enjoy the sun through the window.
You know, Elena, looking at the sun hitting the floor like that, it's actually really peaceful. I spent so much time looking down at my book that I didn't even notice how nice this place is.
That's the first lesson of the lazy way, Bob. Look up. The world is full of English, but you have to be in the right frame of mind to see it. If you are stressed, your brain closes like a door. If you relax, the door opens.
It's funny you say that. I feel like my brain was a locked door for a long time. I was trying to kick it down with grammar rules. But you're telling me I just needed to, just sit there and wait?
Not just wait, you have to invite the language in. It's like having a guest at your house. You don't force a guest to sit down and memorize your family history, right? You just talk. You offer them coffee. You share a story.
I like that. Hello, English. Would you like some coffee?
Exactly. And speaking of coffee, let's practice that daily habit again. Tell me, if you could go anywhere in the world to practice your English, not for a test, but for a dream, where would you go?
Let me see. Well, I think I would go to California. I've always seen those videos of the beach there, the big waves, the people surfing, the sun always shining. I want to walk on the sand and maybe talk to a local person. Just a simple conversation.
That sounds beautiful. Describe it to me. Use your words. Don't worry about being fast. Just go slow.
Okay, I am on the beach. The sand is warm. Yes, warm. I am wearing a t-shirt. I see a man with a dog. I say hello. He says hi. I ask him, is this a good dog? No, wait, is he a friendly dog?
That's great. Is he a friendly dog is a perfect question.
And he says, yes, he is very happy. And then we talk about the weather. We say the sun is very hot today. Then I walk to a small shop and buy a cold drink. I say thank you and have a nice day. It's so simple.
And did you feel stressed in that dream, Bob?
No, not at all. It felt easy.
Because in your dream, you weren't thinking about the past perfect continuous tense. You were thinking about a dog and the sun. That is what English is. It's a tool to get what you want, a connection with another person.
I think I've been using the tool wrong. It's like I was trying to use a hammer to wash my windows.
That's a great way to put it. Now, Bob, what about the words you don't know? In your beach story, what if the man said a word you didn't understand?
Usually I would panic. I would stop talking and feel embarrassed. I would think, oh no, I am a failure. I need to go back and study more.
And what will you do now, the lazy way version?
I will ask for help. I can say, I'm sorry, what does that word mean? Or maybe I can just guess. If he's pointing at the dog's tail, maybe he is talking about the tail.
Perfect. That is exactly what native speakers do. We guess all the time. Communication is 50% words and 50% guessing based on the situation. You don't need a book to tell you that. You just need to watch the person's face.
You know, Elena, I feel like a weight has been lifted. I used to think that learning English was a mountain I had to climb, and I'm not a good climber. I'm slow, I get tired.
But you're a good walker, aren't you?
I love to walk.
Then just walk through English, one simple word at a time, one music video at a time, one daily habit at a time. If you do it every day, even for just 10 minutes, you will get to that beach in California, I promise.
I'm going to write that down. Don't climb, just walk.
And don't forget to repeat. Repeat the things you love. If you find a video you like, watch it 3 times. Not because you have to, but because you enjoy it. Repetition is the secret sauce of the lazy way.
Repeat, but only if it's fun. Got it. No more repeating boring lists of irregular verbs for me.
Well, Bob, I have to go. I have a meeting. But I'm so happy we had this talk. You look like a different person than when I walked in here an hour ago.
I feel like a different person. Thank you, Elena. Truly, you've given me more help than all these books combined.
Anytime, my friend. Remember, morning video, radio on the train, and relax in the evening. See you later.
See ya.
Did you understand the conversation? Now let's look at our mind maps to remember the 30 key words.
That was such a lovely story. Bob really learned that English can be easy if you have the right habit.
Let's look at map 1. We have our first 15 words. Joy, what's the first one?
It's easy, just like the lazy way. Then we have habit, listen, and video.
And don't forget watch, learn, speak, and word.
We also talked about time, daily routines, and that beautiful morning coffee.
Finishing map 1 with radio, music, and book. Now for map 2, the remaining 15 words.
We had slow and fast. Remember, it's okay to be slow.
Then simple, help, study, and repeat.
Bob loved the story of the walk on the beach under the sun.
And he did it with a friend, having a talk to relax and feel happy about his dream.
Please write your answer in the comments below. What is your lazy English habit?
Use English if you can, but even a few words are fantastic. We read as many as we can, and we always give hearts.
And while you're there, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel.
Hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon so you never miss a lesson.
Now, listen to this song to help you remember forever.
Thanks for watching Joseph's Easy English. See you next time.
Wake up in the morning, drink my coffee slow, turn on a video, watch the English flow.
It's an easy habit just to listen well. Every simple word is a story to tell. Oh, the lazy way is the happy way. Learn a little bit every single day. Speak it with a friend, talk under the sun. Learning English time is always so much fun. Walk along the beach, radio on high, music in my ears, looking up the sky. No need to study hard or run too fast. With this simple help, the words will always